So
Yes, sir.
let's start with the interview and best of luck.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So let's Hardik start with could you please give basic introduction about yourself?
So my name is Hardik Malhotra, and currently I am pursuing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Lovely Professional University. And right now I am in my fourth year of my undergraduate program. And talking about my experience, currently I am working with Bob AI as a native C++ developer intern. And talking about my technical skills, I have good knowledge in the field of data structures and algorithms, as I have solved many problems on various platforms, Git Code, Geek for Geeks, and all. Talking about my interests and hobbies, like I have an interest in gardening. I love to spend my free time in my garden, and I have a habit of doing daily workout, which helps me to feel energetic and motivated for the entire day. And this habit helped me to lose around 20 kg of weight in the previous 6 months.
Okay,
That's
cool. Thanks.
that's all about me.
Thanks Hardik for this one. Okay. So let's start on the pattern. So Hardik, I will be asking some basic questions of OOPS and DSA, and
Yes.
after that we will be having two questions of 20 minutes each, right? So
Okay.
I will keep you reminding of the time, and once
Yep.
we reach to the 20 minutes, so we will just switch to the other question so that we have sufficient time for the other question also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and
Mhm.
at last 5 minutes we will keep it for the feedback.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so and thank you for the introduction, and let's start with. So Hardik, what do you understand by OOPS?
OOPS. OOPS is like object-oriented programming. Its full form is object-oriented programming. By this term, I understand like there is some. This is the way of representation where we represent things in the form of classes and objects.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very much related to the real life scenarios,
Correct, correct.
like let's say tree is a class, plants are a class, and then particular plant is its object. Like
Mm-hmm.
every plant will have some similar properties.
Correct, correct,
Yeah. So,
correct.
and in nodes there are many concepts such as like we can also represent the inheritance, like that is in our real life also. And there is concept of abstraction and polymorphism and mm, and encapsulation. These are some of the features of
Yeah, can you
object
give
oriented
me
programming.
one or two line of each of this feature?
Okay, so talking about inheritance, like it is the representing something in the form of parent-child relationship. Like uh, there are classes and objects. So this is sorry, there are an inheritance between classes. So talking about abstraction means like hiding hiding like what is happening behind the scenes, just giving the user that uh, front end. Like let's say we drive a car, so we know how we have to apply brake to stop, but we don't know what is happening behind the scenes when we are applying any brake.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about encapsulation is like summing up all the properties in one entity.
Hmm.
It is very much related to the term capsule. So uh, we include all the functionalities and data members and everything in a class. And yeah, these are the features.
Okay. What do you mean by inheritance and composition?
What's it?
What do you mean by inheritance and composition?
I don't know about composition, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
So
Okay, what is has a relationship?
has a relationship. Uh, has a relationship.
Okay, when you told me about inheritance, what
Hmm.
relationship it tells? Is the relationship has a relationship?
Parent has. Yeah, I guess yes. The inheritance is like has a relationship. Like parent has its child. I'm not very much confident about this topic, sir.
Okay. Okay. So inheritance is the relationship. generally.
Okay.
And composition, what does it mean is like when you have one object inside another object. So one object has
Okay.
another object, right?
Okay.
Like,
I got the
right?
point. Yeah.
Inheritance is a, so,
Okay.
right?
Now I
It
got
is
exactly.
also
I
a,
got things connected. Yeah.
correct. So you told me inheritance properly with the example, but these are the terms which also
Yeah.
popular with that. So,
Getting your point, sir.
no, okay. So let's coming to the okay. And what do you mean by BST, binary search tree?
Okay, so binary search tree is like if we talk about a particular root node, all the nodes to its left will be smaller, and all the nodes to its right will be larger than it. And
And
this is recursively true for all the
correct, correct,
nodes.
yeah. And where we mostly use BST?
Like because it searching in a BST is log and time.
Correct.
So when we need something in the log and time complexity where we can search easily, so yeah, there we can use like in the I guess in the concept of ordered sets and ordered maps, there is the concept of
Yeah,
searching in
yeah,
log and
yeah.
time.
So BST mostly used during the searching, faster search help. So,
Yeah.
so Hardik, can you tell me what is topological sort?
Topological sort, like topological sort is a concept of graph where like if there is a relationship if there is an edge between u to v, then it is mandatory that you will come first in our topological sort if uh, there is any kind of dependency.
Hmm.
So yeah, so it is sorting where the one which is dependent on someone will come later.
Correct.
Like we can relate it with the course schedules. Like if we want to complete if we want to learn about software development, we need to have the knowledge of data structures and some
Okay.
concepts of hoops.
Okay. Can you give me in one line the difference between tree and a graph?
The difference between tree and a graph. Okay, so tree is basically a type of graph. Like we can say it is a undirected and acyclic graph.
Hmm.
And graphs are representation in the form of vertices and edges. So,
Correct. It's an acyclic. So there is no cycle present into the tree. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So I am done with my base DSA. So let's move to the next part of the interview where will be like 20 minutes each for two questions, right?
Sure, sir. Sure.
So you can feel free to share your screen also so that I can give you a question. You can write it there. So I'll just start you like whenever we start the timing, I'll just keep you reminding the time. So
Sure, sir. Okay. Do let me know my screen is visible or not, sir.
yes, your screen is visible. And see, can you increase the font little bit if it is possible?
Font.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
Like it is.
Yeah. That's better. I see. Okay. So first question is, so I see. Are you also okay? So you are also representing. That's why it is showing a lot of kind of the same screen again.
Yeah, yeah. So if I will show something else, then it will. So firstly, sir, you will share your screen and please explain the questions. That will be more.
Okay. Okay. Can you stop sharing the screen? This I don't know what's happening here.
Yes, sir.
So this like how this is coming, that I don't know. Like, okay, is it an issue because of you are also presenting?
No, that's not like it is showing again and again just because I am presenting
I think
and
it's a
showing
Google
the
Meet
screen.
issue. I know that it's a Google Meet issue. Okay. I'll tell that I will explain the question, right? So
Yes, sir.
just see like if you can do it into like any, you can write the question also in your copy, right? And then we will see. So the question
Okay.
is, you are given an array,
Okay.
right? you are given an array and you are given some numbers, right? Not in
Okay.
a sorted form, it can be jumbled also, right?
Okay.
So what you have
Mm.
to do is you have to tell me the minimum operation. And what is operation is, you can increment and decrement by one, right?
Okay.
Each number you can increment by one or decrement by one. So you have to
Okay.
tell me how many operations, minimum operation
Mm.
you have to do so that all the numbers become same.
Okay.
Okay,
So.
so let me give you an
Mm.
example. Let's say 1 2 3.
Okay.
Okay, so in this case, in the case of 1 2 3, so if I, so what is the minimum number of operation is 2. How? So if I increment
Mm.
1 by 1,
Mm.
so it will become 2.
Yeah.
Second number is already 2.
Yeah.
And the 3, if I
Getting.
reduce 1, it will also become 2.
Okay.
Okay, so how much operation I did? 2 operation I did. So plus 1 I did for the first one, and minus 1 I did for the third one.
Okay.
Okay,
Getting your
so
points.
what
Mm.
we have to return is what is the minimum number of values I have to either add or subtract,
Yeah.
so that all the numbers become same.
Okay. Getting your points.
Okay, I'll give
So.
you, yeah, I'll give you one more
So
example. After
I'm.
that you can
Mm.
go through. So one more example you can write is 1 comma 10 comma 2 comma 9.
Okay.
Okay, so now in this case, if you see that how to become the equal values is, the output is 16, 1 6,
Okay. So
right?
output coming is 16.
16, 1 6. So if you
Okay.
see that I will increment 1 by certain numbers, I will increment 2 by certain numbers, I will
Mm.
decrement some numbers, right? So somehow
Mm.
the total addition or subtraction is 16 value I have to do to make all the values equal,
Getting
right?
your point.
So
Mm.
question is simple, right? Now use your, like, wherever you wanted to code, like,
Mm-hmm.
so just take your time, just see if you have any doubt, ask questions and
Okay,
clarify.
so I'm reiterating the question. So the problem is like I'm given an array where elements. Sir, can you give me the constraint like elements will be all positive or negative or something
No,
like that?
element would be all positive here.
And elements will be all positive. Okay. So the question is, I'm given an array with an elements, and these elements are positive. And for each element, I can do possibly two operations. Like either I can increase it by one, or either I can decrease it by one. And at the end, I have to make all the elements of the array as equal. Like let's say
Yes.
size of array is in the first example 1 2 3. Let's say now I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so
Yep.
it will be more comfortable for me to explain. So is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So test case one is
1 2 3.
yeah. So the array given to me is 1 comma 2 comma 3, and the output coming will be
2.
output output will be 2.
And you know
Okay.
how, right?
I will be making all the elements as 2.
Hmm.
So I will be increasing the first element by 1, it will become 2,
Hmm.
and increasing, it won't be increasing anything in the second element, and in the last element I will decrement by 1. So it will also become 2.
Correct.
Okay. And the test case that you gave, second one was 1 comma 10 comma 2 comma 9,
And here output is
and
coming as 16.
output coming is
16. Okay.
16.
Now
Okay.
I'll start your timer. So it's 9:53. I'll
Hmm.
keep you updated for after 20 minutes.
Okay, sir. So let me think how the output for test case 2 is coming. So let's say I sort the values for understanding right now. 10. Okay. So either, let's say if I try to make everyone 10. Then on how many operations will be there? There will be 9 plus 8 plus 1, that is equal to 18. If I try to make everyone as 9, so it will be 8 plus, that will be 7 plus 0 plus 1. I will be decrementing 10. So answer for this one is coming as 16 operations. Okay, and let's say I want to make everyone as 2. So it will be 1 plus 0 plus 7 plus 8. Okay, it is also coming as 16 only. Okay, and if I try to make everyone 1, then it will be 1 plus 8 plus 9. Okay, it is 8, 9, 17, 18. Okay, so if I make everyone as either 9 or either I will make them 2, then the output is coming as 16. Okay. Hmm. So let's make a number line 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and I'm having numbers at 1, 2, 9, and 10. So for making 10, I will be moving this one this much distance, and moving this one also this much distance. Okay, moving this much also this much distance. Okay, so what I am able to think is, if in the particular test case I try to come in between values like 1 2 7 9 and 10 is our test case. If I try to come to 5, then it will be also, let me check for the test case. Like if I am trying to reach 5,
Okay.
then I will be moving the 1 as 1 by 4 times to the right, 2 by 3 times to the right, and 9 by 4 times, and 10 by 5 times. It is coming as 7 plus 4, and again it is coming as 16. Okay,
One
for
unit.
this also it is coming as 16. Okay, let me take one more test case. Like things are not very clear. Either I am getting one instinct that either the answer will be the median of the given values, or it will be the answer will be the average. So I will be taking one more test case.
Okay. Okay.
Answer will either be mean or median. So let's say I'm taking one test case as 2, 7, and let's say I am increasing a range by more values. Let's say I'm taking at 18 and 30, 40, 30. Okay. So if I find the mean, it will be 30. So I guess the answer will be for median, because let's say I'm trying 2 plus 7
Why?
plus
Why?
17. Just a minute, I'm checking once. So the sum is, it is 30, 57, and by 4 it will be somewhere around 1 times 40 times. Okay, so average will be at 14. So the answer for 14 will be 13. Hmm. So I guess the answer will be median, because in that case we don't have, the median will be one of the elements from the array only, and we won't be for at least one element the answer will be coming to be zero. It will be negating out,
Why median? Why not average?
because for average, like, we have to move each and every element to average, and distance will be more. But in
Okay.
case of median, it will be some element from the array only.
Okay.
Let's say for this test case, 2, 7, 18, and 30,
Mm-hmm.
the median coming will be 18.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What would be the time complexity of this?
so for finding the median, I have to sort the array first. So it will take n log n time, and then I will find the median in one.
Okay.
So the answer time complexity will be n log n, I guess.
Can you write the code quickly?
Yeah. Let's say I'm having a function make equal and vector and nums is coming. Okay. So firstly, I will sort the nums dot begin on nums dot end. I'm finding the size in n and equal to nums dot size. And middle element is equal to nums of n by 2. Okay, so in total operations, let's say I will initialize it with 0, then for I will traverse all the array in I is equal to 0 to I less than n, I plus plus total operations plus is equal to absolute value of mid nums at I minus middle element. Return total operations. Let me check once, like, if there is an error or not. So I declared n, I called the sort function over nums, and I found the middle element. I declared a total operations, and in total operations I am adding the absolute value of difference, either I am increasing or decreasing. Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is the
Okay.
template function.
Yeah, I'm good with this solution. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
so we have saved some time here. So it's only 10 minutes. Okay. So let's move to the next question, right?
okay,
So you saved your time little bit. So for next question now you have almost 30 minutes, right? So
okay, sir.
the next question is like so you have to find out x raised to power n.
X raised to the power n.
Yeah, x raised to power n,
Hmm.
right? So you need to compute this value.
Okay. So any constraints for x and n?
Yeah, it would be like it could be in the so x could be in decimals also, right?
X could
And
be in decimals also.
right,
Okay.
and n could be very big, like it's you can say that it's 4 times 9, 7 times 9, so it could be a big number.
So
The-
what you said about n? I missed.
and could be very big. Let's say I can also try point 0.1 raised to power 9999999. That could be big also, right? So these are the constraints. And just one heads up, Hardik, so it's heavily raining, so if there is a interrupt in the connection and all, So I will
uh,
join back. I will connect from
no
my
issues,
phone.
no issues.
So
Mhm.
stay online. I will be back if there is any
Uh,
internet connectivity issue.
okay, sir.
Okay.
So it's
So you got the second question. So you have to
yeah.
find x raised to power n, right? So
Mhm.
let's say I have given you 2 raised to power 4. So you have to write a method which will compute this 2 raised to power 4 and give me the value, right?
Okay.
And I have given you the constraint that what could be the
Mm.
x and what could be the y.
Okay, so problem is find
X raised to power
x
n.
to the power n.
Yep.
Okay, where x can be in double format in decimal also, and n can be very large. Okay, so for example, test case one that I'm taking is 2 to the power 4. Okay, so if for 2 to the power 4, the answer will be 2 to 4 and 60. Okay, getting your point. So I'm able to come with a brute force approach, like uh, we will write a recursive function which will compute the yeah, so which will compute the x to the power n. Like we will the recursive relation will be something like that, like this. Like for let's say I write a function x to the power n, and so for answer of x to the power n, the answer will be x star function x comma n minus 1. Yeah, so this will be my recurrence relation for a given question. So
What is the time complexity?
the time complexity for this one will be O of n, where n is the power, like x power n. So shall I write this brute force approach, or
No,
I
no.
can try to optimize it?
Let's not go for the brute force. See, can you little bit make it efficient?
Before making it efficient, I'm taking one more test case. Like as you mentioned, the X can also be in double format. So test case two.
Okay, for
Yeah.
simplicity, let's don't think very much about the double. Just take it as an integer. But
Okay.
once you do the approach, we will make it run also for the decimals also.
Sure, sure,
But
sure,
for
sure.
simplicity and for the time sake, just concentrate on it could be an integer, right?
Okay, sir.
But n is very large, so somehow we need to make it little bit efficient, right?
Hmm.
So let's first concentrate on that.
So currently I'm telling the approach in O and time complexity.
Hmm.
Okay. So let me think of some O of either log and time so that the big value can be decreased. So let's take an example of let's say I am calculating 2 to the power 4. Okay, so it will be 2 star 2 star 2 star 2. Okay, so um, what I can think is, so if I calculate the value of this half part towards the left, then it can be used for the calculation purpose towards the right side. So it is basically written as 2 to the power 2 star 2 to the power 2. Okay, so yeah, we can use this property, like we can divide it into two parts. Let's say power given is n, then let's say I'm writing the recurrence relation for the solution that I'm telling. let's say for the solution fx comma n, it is basically equal to f of x comma n by 2 star f of x comma n by 2. Okay, so since this in this recurrence relation, the this part, left part
Mm-hmm.
and the right part are similar.
Correct.
So we will find this, we will store this s- solution of n by 2 in variable, let's say x, and I will be storing it f of x comma n by 2. So I will be writing here as just this one, like x star. I will calling only one time, not two time.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. So this is the approach that I am able to
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So
Any use case which is missing?
yeah, so it will, the use case that is critical over here is like when the power is odd. Let's say I'm taking an example as 2 to the power 7. So it is, so n by 2 will come as, let's say 3. 7 by 2 is 3. So I will be calling function to 2 to the power 3 once. Then the solution will be, okay, so solution will be like 2 to the power 7 will be 2 to the power 3 star 2 to the power 3 star 2, that is 2 to the power 1. So in this test case I have to make sure like it works properly.
Cool. Yeah. And what is the time complexity of this approach? Are they?
So this will be log n time complex, O of log n. Like since we are dividing the power into from the mid part, so it is decreasing by a factor of 2 every time.
Cool. I actually am good with this approach. Okay.
Yes.
So, so coding would be very simple. So you have already written the formula, so that would be very easy. So
Mm.
that's very nice. And okay, so since we have some time, so I will use this time to see more of some fields. So can you little bit tell me about the min heap and max heap?
Yes, sir. So min heap is actually a data structure where the topmost value in the in our heap will be the smallest value out of all.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it is not mandatory that all the values to its left will be smaller or all the values to the right will be greater, but all the values below it will be greater for sure.
How does heapify works? Let's say I want to insert something.
Let's
So
say I'm taking one
yeah,
example of a heap.
take a min heap approach only. So let's say we are building a min heap, and
Hmm.
we are trying to build insert some value. How
Okay.
it does insert into the heap?
Okay, so let's say my heap structure is something like this: 2, 5. Basically, heap is a form of complete binary tree. So all the nodes above the last level will be filled for sure, and all the nodes in the starting of the last level will be filled. It can be left out in the end only. Let's say this is my, okay. So I am taking one example that I want to insert 3 into it. So
So is this a min heap? Is
yes,
this
sir,
the
it is a
correct?
meaning. So
Does six
can you
come
tell
here?
me, is it filling something? Like, I'm not
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, let's see. Let's first try to insert a value into that.
Yeah. So I will put the element over here. Like since these two positions are filled in the last level, then the element 3, I will add this element 3 in the left part of 5. Left of 5. Okay. So since it is a property that the value higher in the level will be having smaller value than the values in lower level. So I will swap these two values, that is 5
Yeah,
with 3. So it will be 3 and now 5.
correct.
Now I will check its parent, 3's parent, which is 2. So since it is smaller, so it is following the property of meaning. That's why I won't be doing anything, and this is
So what
the
is the
heap after
time
execution.
complexity for doing the heapify?
It will be log n, sir.
And what is the overall time complexity of heap?
Overall time complexity means for making an entire heap with an elements.
Entire element or like yeah, you can say that. What?
It will be, let's say, for in average it is O of n, but in worst case it will be O of n log n.
And log n. Correct. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much from my side, Hardik. Right.
So
So, any feedback for me before we jump to the your feedback?
no, sir, like everything was fine. Like
Okay.
I haven't given too many interviews till now, so how I can give feedbacks to you?
No, if anything you feel like question was not cleared or I was hurrying it up or something which you think I can improve, let me
No,
know.
no, no, everything was fine, sir. You are taking
Okay.
very nice
So
interviews and doing a great work for the
okay. So
society.
let's come to the feedback, man.
Yes, sir.
So
So I'm
Hardik, yeah,
stopping
yeah, you can
screen.
stop presenting also. So Hardik, first of all, your DSA is awesome, right?
Thank you.
I'm not sure you have done this question before or not, but the way you have explained me, I feel that you have taken me like how you think through, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So at least I was able to build the logic with you also. Even if I am new to this question, right? The way
Mhm.
you have explained, nowhere I felt that does Hardik knows this question or not. Even if you have solved it, but the way you have explained, right, each and every detail, you have not directly jumped to the answer. You have think through from the start that okay, what if this will happen, what will this use case will happen, and then you told okay, if I go with this, then it would be the better approach. So that was very nice. So based on these two questions and all the questions which you have answered, I can say that your DSA preparation is very good,
Thank you,
right?
sir.
So awesome work on that. Another thing which I like is you are clarifying the questions if you are not clear, right? That is very
Yes.
important. You are thinking out loud. So nowhere in the, if anybody will see this video, right, I will just say that the way you have taken after I just stopped and then you have taken over, you never, there was a never a gap where there is a silent in the video,
Yes, sir.
right? So it was called as thinking out loud or discussion, right? So that was very right. So thinking out loud also you were there, so I was totally engaged with you, right?
Thank you.
So the code which you have written is the one which I say is very clean coding. So you have taken the proper variable names. Only thing is I and J, which still try to avoid I and N as much as
Mhm.
possible. But otherwise, all the names which you have taken is good, right? So for the second question, you have come up with the brute force approach. That is also very good. So always come up with the brute force approach.
Yes, sir.
Your oops concept, we have asked so many oops concepts, so you have explained with example. That was very nice. Even sometime interviewer wants this kind of examples.
Mhm.
Only thing is like but the words other than like composition, you don't
Yeah.
know, right? Even I can now after this interview I can surely say that you definitely know. If I can tell you, you can create a class which has a relationship, like you can
Mm.
know I have to create an object inside an object, so you might be knowing but you didn't know the word composition,
Yes, sir.
right?
Think
So
there's a little lack of revision in the
correct.
OOPS concept,
So
actually.
just take care of these words also, like the
Mhm.
terms is the relationship is nothing but a inheritance, right?
Yeah, right.
So I know
Mm.
you told me inheritance, you told me with an example, so you know what is inheritance, but somebody can ask you also what can you explain is the relationship.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you should know at that time is nothing but is asking for an inheritance. Okay.
Yeah.
So just look for like which inheritance is also called as what?
Mm.
right? So that is one thing, like just see what all other terms can be used for that approach also, right?
Mm. Getting.
Time complexity is your good, like for all the approaches, the time complexity brute force plus approach wise time complexity I didn't see any doubt, plus all the DSA basics logical questions which I asked, time complexity were perfect, so that is also very important. I can say that you are very good in approach building. Like if you have come up with the approach right, this one right, it's like then I can say your DSA would be like awesome at this point of time, right?
Yes.
So that is very very good. That's overall like say it's a very very positive feedback. I won't take even a second to recommend for the second round itself. So
Thank
yeah,
you so much. Like
that's
actually, I was expecting a little hard question from your side. Like from the previous videos I watched, the questions were like a little harder
no,
in terms of
actually, x
but
raised to power n was very hard. Like, I don't say very hard, but
yeah,
if you don't know that property, right, x raised to power n can be used
yeah.
twice. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Your approach building is very good. So
Thank you.
for this question also, you feel easy. So I am thinking I should have prepare the harder question for you. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your approach building is very good. Your DSA is good. Even these questions, I thought that's why I've given two questions, 20 minutes,
Yes, sir.
because I know I have choose little bit easier question because of the
Yeah.
time constraint. I want to put a pressure on with the time, but you are very fast on this one. So like you can say I failed on it or you are very good. But now I'm thinking I should have
It was
prepared.
a good day for me that problems fall in my bucket.
Yeah, yeah, no. So that's pretty much good that at least with the questions which you have, like easy questions and whichever you have
Mhm.
practiced and with the time limitation, that is all good, right? So there is no issue, Hardik. I can also take another round for you also with full hard questions also, right? So
Okay, sir.
no problem at all. I just need to find a time. Like I can
Ah.
also like I can take 1 hour more also, no problem in a day, that night.
Mhm.
But yes, your DSA is good, and I can know like if I'm going to take another round, I will definitely prepare some hard questions for you, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
for this interview, it was very very positive feedback. So
Mm.
even so, Hardik, it doesn't matter only for the questions, right? Even let's say that I ask some medium easy level question because of two, right? The
Mm.
way other questions which you have answered and the way you have speak, right? Way
Yes, sir.
you are answering, that is very very nice,
Thank you.
right? So if you say that DSA is 50%, 50% is all also this thing, right?
Yes.
So I would say that you are good in DSA, but apart from this, other things were also good, right? So
So how much will you rate me in terms of communication?
the communication was very good. Like before when we started, right, I didn't like it would be that much good. Like so you were speaking like it's a very hard actually, right? Thinking out loud is very very hard. So sometimes we think, right, there is a pause for 5 minutes, right?
Mm.
So that was very good. Like even we sometimes we know the answer, right? We
Yes.
we are not able to express and like okay, I am going from this to this,
Yeah,
right?
getting
So
your
sometimes
point.
we do is like we can do okay, I will this use case and then suddenly jump to this. So interviewer doesn't feel much connection. Okay, he might have
Mm.
known, but the way you have done, I never at a single point of time I know that you know the answer. I'm not sure you know the answer before or not, now you can tell me, but
The, the answer like
yeah.
so like the problem that you asked x to the power and it is basically taught in universities nowadays also. So things are familiar. Like
Things are, yeah, because
initially
it's a
I
mathematical formula,
initially
yeah.
I just crammed the problem when I was in my first year, but
Hmm.
now I with the time I got the
Correct,
concept of
correct, correct, correct. So Hardik, overall, so if you see the overall video, right, overall
mm,
interview wise, that was good. So you know DSA, that is also okay, right? So
mm,
you got some easier question. So actually, it's same thing happens in interview, right? So
yeah,
in the during the placement, so there are multiple interviewer comes in. Like
yeah,
I'll tell you my experience when we were going for the placement, right? So let's say one company comes in, right? There are
Hmm.
multiple interviewer. So when we go, right, so we were thinking like, okay, मुझे वो वाला interview मिलना चाहिए, he's asking easy question. नहीं, it's literally true that one interviewer asks some easy question, one interviewer
Yeah.
asks hard. So it's a luck also sometimes. So it's a
Hmm.
hard work plus luck. Sometimes you get the questions which you are expecting, and this is
Yeah.
also a critical that even if you know. So see, in the placement they are also asked puzzles, if you know,
Hmm. That's right.
right?
In the
So what,
initial round, they
yeah,
ask.
they ask puzzles, and sometimes what happen is we take so many puzzles, right? And it's a very very high chance that sometimes they ask the puzzle which we already know. And one
Ah.
mistake which my friend was this is he asked the puzzle and he know the answer, and even before the he interview didn't complete, he give the answer, right? So that's why he rejected because like, so this is also a skill, like if you know the answer, take
Yeah.
it to the journey, like how you are building that thing, right? So that is also a skill which is very good. So I'm very very much positive for you, like, so you are going
Thank
to do very much good in your placements. Keep this DSA part good, and the way you
you.
have done, right, chill. Like I'm not sure it is a mock, that's why you're so chill. So just keep the same attitude, just chill,
Sure.
right? Keep the smile on and do DSA properly, and rest everything is totally good. Like I really like the interview, man. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
right. And maybe in the next round when we will do, like I will definitely prepare the hardest question for you. Okay.
We have to give one more round, like.
Yeah, yeah, I will
This.
definitely take. Okay, Hardik, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for staying
Thank you.
late
Thank
night,
you so
man.
much.
Thanks a lot, Hardik. See you.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Good night.
Good
Have a
night.
great
Bye.